Hi, I'm Thomas Albisser, the CEO of Upcube, and I'm going to present to you Upcube, what we do, and what are the key guidelines of all our projects: innovation, simplification, and transparency. 3 years ago, I moved in a new flat, and I wanted to choose a new TV. And because I'm an eco-conscious consumer, I wanted to, I want a price, but I want a TV that is green too. And I want to compare TVs according to environmental value. And it was quite impossible. I had to look at NGO websites, labels websites, and even the manufacturer websites to explain, what is this eco feature? You said it's cool, and what is really this eco feature? So with my associate, we are computer engineer, and we saw that thanks to softwares, we can provide more information to the end consumer easily and help him. We help him since 2009 to choose better product according environmental data. In fact, we gather all information about a product, the NGO labels, CSR information, and even, obviously, the LCA information. And we give them to the consumer that, who are people that want more and more environmental data, And just some examples of what we do today. For instance, in textile, we print for Promode, which is a brand of textile, the environmental data on their websites. For Antalis, environmental data directly on the product on mobile, there are QR codes to have more information. You see that there are always 3 indicators, but it depends on the project. Some projects just have 1 indicator, some others global indicator. For instance, we are selected by the French government for the French experimentation for white appliances and with our customer Discounteo.com. And on Discounteo.com, you can see this kind of things, which is called barometer, ecological barometer. It's 3 indicators plus a global index score, as you can see here. These are just examples, but we are doing shoes, mattress, TVs, because I wanted my information on TVs. Lots of different kinds of category. And just a quick demo about what it's in live. So here we are on Discounteo.com. I'm not sure it's working well. And we are directly located in the website, and you can see there are the environmental data here, as for the price of the image, etc. And if you click on it, and if we have internet currently, you have more information about how the environmental data are computed. And the first thing we give to the end consumer is what is a life cycle we give it thanks to Lily here. Lily is our avatar explaining simply what is a life cycle, how we compute it, etc. And if you click on some things here, you have more information about what is the first indicator called effet de serre, which is the climate change. And if you click on the global indicator, you have some information, but you can have more information about a specific phase, for instance, the production here and here. So you have 3 levels of information each time. And in Discounteo.com is a website, but he has a physical shop too, and in the physical shop you can flash directly a QR code and have more information, as if you click on the internet website, you have directly the more information. Other approach is, at first, it's an industrial approach. We think that thanks to software, we can make it as industrial point of view. If it's possible, it's not possible in all categories. We are located in multiple categories, multiple support. Most of the time, we provide information on the web, but more and more on physical shop and mobile. And finally, we insist to develop personalized environmental data. That is to say, if you go on discounter.com, you can click on a button and enter your personal data. For instance, where do you live, what kind of energy you are using, etc. And it's going to personalize the indicators to your case and not the global case. And even if it's not changing completely the indicators, it's a way for us to say to end consumer, you are part of the life cycle, and what you do is modifying the impact of environment. So we make it on white appliances on TVs. Our goal is to promote eco-design and any environmental data. We think that it's not a good idea to stay the data on internally, and enable comparison and be understandable. That's a great goal, but difficult to achieve. And in fact, we do not know how to print data that are understandable. So we decided to test, and because we are on internet, mostly on internet, we can easily test what is the impact of our data. We print an average of 3 million of environmental data per month. And the first question was, what is the interaction with the consumer with this data? And we found about 0.5 to 3% that are clicking on the environmental data to know more. That's quite good. And if we just show, okay, if you don't click but you pass your mouse over saying, I have an interest to this data, it's up to 43% of people that just saying, okay, what's this? All these data at first result, they have to be confirmed because we test from August, so it might change in the future. The second question was, are the people better interested by good environmental product or bad environmental product? And we saw that if the product is declared as a good one, there are more interaction than if the product is declared as a bad one. So maybe it's because eco-conscious consumers are pre-selected good ones and they are making more interaction, or maybe just because they want to be sure that it's a good one. And the next question was, what is the most wanted information? And it's trying to see that the two most wanted information are the brand engagement and the climate change, more information about the climate change. The others are quite interesting, but very less interesting than the others. And because I have no more time, just other statistics, as soon as they click on it, they take about 1 to 3 minutes on reading the environmental data. So we created best practices. At first, have a global score, create visual presentation to be easily understandable, and have additional information on click to know more. 3 levels of information, as I said before, when you can go deeper and deeper and deeper. To be easy and quick understandable, add pedagogical information like video or others that explaining what is the data. Add transparency by making accessible the methodology of how we computed all the data, completely transparent. the possibility to react, better than to react in another forum or other things, react directly on the web page. You can ask questions, and most of the time the reaction is just, I want more data, 90% of the time. So to conclude, we think that no one knows today how to communicate perfectly environmental data, and we had to make tests. And we think that a good way to test is to use in new technologies like using the web, smartphone, etc. And finally, just share another thought is that if most of the time in France you have people saying, I fear to put my environmental data in front of end consumer. Do it, because each time we made a project, we measure that the consumer is very happy and reward the project by saying, okay, I have a better image of the company or other things. And in discountdata.com, we measure, for instance, that as soon as we put environmental data, the end consumer is buying 10% more than if he doesn't have any environmental data. Okay, as Olivier Jean said, it's maybe because it has an impact in their money, but it's still a good result. Thank you.